Hey folks, Bob Desmond here at the Contrarian Trader, and welcome to a quick update of a recent trade that we completed. We made $195. It doesn't sound like a lot of money, but it's how we made the money that's really the story, because I didn't own a share of the stock. I didn't own the options. I didn't short the stock. So how did we make $195 within 24 hours? Stick around and I'll show you how we did it, and I'll show you also the next trade that we're looking to put on. So before we get to the story I'm about to tell you, I want to talk to you about a promotion that I'm having right now. It's our Labor Day promotion. I rarely do promotions, but I'm doing it. And I'm doing it only on an annual basis, meaning yearly subscriptions. Why? It's because I want committed members that are going to join, stick around. You still get a 14-day free trial offer. If you don't like it, that's fine. Click the button and you're canceled. I am looking for members that are going to be in the forum. They're going to contribute. They're going to learn from the forum. And if somebody's not committed, if they can't spend a couple of dollars per day to be a part of a community that makes a lot of money, then I have a responsibility to my members to make sure that we only get the best and brightest coming in to our community. So we also have partners, TrendSpider and Trading Sim. It takes a lot to get people up and running. The silver level membership, you can either have Trading Sim or TrendSpider for free. If you don't want either one of those services, sign up for the titanium level membership. You get 50% off of titanium level, 30% off of silver level, and gold. We're sold out. I'm completely sold out of gold level memberships. They went like hotcakes. So please pause the video, take advantage of this discounted pricing. It's not going to come around anytime soon. So please, again, pause the video, take advantage of it, and I hope to see you on the other side, okay? So join us, please. All right, so I have my monitor here. Forgive me if I'm not looking in the camera. So how do we make $195 in 24 hours without owning a share of stock? Not buying any options, not shorting the stock. How did we do it? We did it the way the institutional money does it. We sold puts. I know what I just said. I didn't buy options. That's right. I sold options. The way I try to make traders think about selling premium is that you are the banker. Time decay is your friend. Whereas if you buy the option, time decay is your enemy. So what we did in this case, we traded the LABU. I took a look at the chart on the 16th of August. We saw a beautiful recapture of support. We still use charts no matter what. We always use the charts, right? We always want to do our analysis to make sure our risk reward is in our favor. The following day, we had an up day, which is the 19th. On the 20th, we did a pullback and a retest of support. It was on that day that I sold to open 3 contracts at 1.20 per contract, bringing us in $360 in premium. But I only made $195. Why is that? Well, in a market environment that we find ourselves in right now, we're not in a strongly trending market. And in the case of LABU, we are in a downtrend. We are weakening up here. So when you're selling premium by selling puts, you need to adapt your risk to the current market conditions. What do I mean by that? Okay, so the S&P 500 topped out in January of 2018. We have been in a sideways consolidation ever since. LABU is trading in the consolidation range. We began to break down last week in earnest, and I'm really happy that we exited the trade because in all probability, we're going to go lower now. So our strategy was not to try to capture all $360 worth of that premium. In a market environment like this, where it's very volatile, what you want to do is you want to take your profits and move to the sideline. Don't be greedy. $195 within 24 hours was a 54% gain on that trade. Think about that. Now, what I trade on Tuesday morning, the put options, meaning sell premium on LABU, again, no way. Because in all probability, we're going to go lower here after we had a dead cat bounce late last week. I only want to sell premium or sell puts when we hit historical support levels. At current, LABU has broken down. So it's off our radar list as a bullish trade, which is what you're doing if you sell puts. You're putting on a bullish trade. You're betting that the shares are going to stay sideways or they're going to move higher. Now, we exited the trade here on the 21st. As we bounced up higher, we said first out, best out, move to the sidelines. Now, with this market in a rising bull market, I probably would have allowed the options to expire worthless, assuming that LABU was trending higher as well. But in this current market environment, far too much volatility, far too much headline risk. We need to take our profits on these premiums, make those profits real, and then move to the sidelines. How else might you use options? Let's go to a trade that I'm looking at right now. At current, we're long of the UGAZ, which is the bull ETF for natural gas. And you may be saying, this guy's nuts. Natural gas has been in the bear market for years now. Well, let's take a look at the chart. Now, looking at a weekly chart of the UGAZ, you can see that we bounced off of the lows of August. We have not broken out yet. So I'm not ready to go stepping in and buying the shares of UGAZ hand over fist. Now, one problem I have here is that UGAZ does not trade options. There are no options on it. So there's another way to get exposure to natural gas by using the GASL. I'll go to that chart in a moment. So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing what I would normally do with any stock or commodity, currency that I'm looking to put on. I'm taking a look at the chart from a higher level view. Is my logic from when I first opened up the UGAZ trade, is it still sound or has the story changed? And when I take a look at the weekly RSI, we have broken out above resistance. That's a great thing because it hasn't happened in a long, long time. That doesn't mean we won't get a pullback and a retest of the breakout point, but UGAZ RSI looking really good. Our Stokes are beginning to hook up. We're putting in higher lows. We had a higher high here, but it failed. It rolled back over again. But we're seeing improvement on your stochastics. Now, in terms of price, to me, what I'm looking at here is a situation where we have rallied up and into resistance, but we need to remember that one thing always holds true when you are buying whatever, commodities, oil, gold, stocks, cupcakes, I don't care what it is, tulips. Rarely do you get a V-shaped recovery. More than likely, you are going to get a pullback off of resistance because the downtrend is still intact. The path of least resistance is lower. That doesn't mean that I'm not bullish on UGAZ because I still think that there's more upside potential here. I'm just not willing to pay retail for the shares. Let the other guy do that. Let the other guy that's all giddy by watching another YouTube video saying that natural gas is going to the moon because it rallied last week. They're not watching this upper band of resistance. I am. I'm concerned, but I still like natural gas. So what's the other way to play it? The other way to play it is this way. Here's a weekly chart of GASL. It hasn't had the rally. This is natural gas related. So what that's telling me is that you have services companies in here. It's not a pure play on nat gas. So you could see that we haven't had the big bull run yet on GASL that we've seen on UGAZ. And that's a good thing. I want to sell premium as close to historical support as possible. So where do we have support? Right down here. 7.88 has acted as fairly decent support for the past several weeks. Now we know that natural gas has been strong. It may get a pullback, but this is an interesting trade for me. Look at the volume last week. This is institutional accumulation. This is the market sending you a signal that these shares were under accumulation last week. We have stochastics, which are putting in a higher low, no breakout yet. So we still want to be very, very careful here, right? We're not seeing a breakout yet. There's nothing to cause me to go running in and buying these shares on Tuesday morning. So what's the trade here? How might we respect the fact that we have a commodity in a downtrend? No breakout yet. However, we're consolidating nicely for several weeks, and the chart's beginning to improve, yet we don't want to pay retail, right? We want a discount. We want a Groupon on our stock, right? So how do we do it? Follow me. Okay, so this is our option chain for GASL. It closed out the day on Friday at 9.03. It was down on the day by 60 cents. And what I'd be looking at here, we know that we have support at 7.88, right? Remember from the weekly chart, 7.88 is historical support. What we could do is take a look at the 8 strike price, which on close on Friday had a bid ask of 40 by 50. What I like to do in these situations, you need to show patience. I would enter the order, sell to open. Remember, if you were buying the options, you would go buy to open. In this case, I want to sell to open. I want to bring in that premium and take advantage of the time decay. Sell to open, 5 contracts expiring September the 20th. Our strike price is $8 per share. We have a put. I don't want to enter the bid. I want to first take a look at how we open up on Monday morning. Are we weak? If we're weak and we take out the prior day's lows, I'll wait and see how we close out the day. I'll wait till the 3 o'clock hour, and then we'll consider whether or not we want to open up the trade. If we open up flat, I want to enter a trade, assuming that the bid ask doesn't change, and it probably will. But I want to open up the trade using the midpoint right here, spot 4.5 per contract. And when we sell to open those contracts, 5 contracts at spot 4.5 per share, assuming that we get executed, we'll bring in $263.80 in premium. Now, if we shoot up higher, I'm probably not going to wait until the 20th of September with that position. But what if I had to? What if the shares pulled back? The trade went against me. I know that my historical support level is at 7.88. And let's say we go down and we retest that support level again and we close below $8 per share. Well, I'm going to wake up that following Monday with 500 shares because one contract is equal to 100 shares of stock. I'm going to wake up the following Monday morning after options expiration. I'm going to have 500 shares in my account unless I roll out of the position. That's a different conversation. But my basis cost is $7.55 per share. Remember, support was at $7.88. So my basis cost here is below historical support, which is up here. So it's a great way to reduce your risk on a stock, a commodity, in this case a commodity, that you're bullish on, yet you're just not ready to go pay retail yet. You want your discount. You want to get paid for the risk of putting on that trade. And this is one way that we'll be able to do that. So I hope you got some value out of this video. Don't forget, if you have any questions, leave a comment. If you watch this on YouTube below, please, I will definitely get back to you. And don't forget, folks, our Labor Day promotion ends tomorrow, okay? So I've already posted the week ahead commentary for members in the members area. That's where I discuss the health of the overall markets. Where do I believe that they're going in the coming week? What's the economic data that can move this market? And what happened over the weekend? Huge stuff that could move the markets this coming week. So remember that titanium, we have several spots still left open. That's 50% off on a yearly subscription. Silver level, I have a few spots left. That's 30% off. You also get TrendSpider or Trading Sim. Trading Sim is a trading simulator which allows you to backtest your strategies. TrendSpider has the same capabilities, but it also has state-of-the-art functionality when it comes down to multi-time frame analysis. I could speak about it all day long. It's a great product. It's free with silver level. Again, gold level is closed out, sold out. So I hope to hear from you. Everybody enjoy the remainder of your Labor Day and have a profitable trading week. Be well.